Well. It's Dudanets with Gorst, the Billiard Brothers versus Oscar and Corey. Our last match of the evening. For some parts of the world, it is morning, I guess so. Once again, this is a global live internet Facebook feed brought to you totally free of charge by ABN Billiards, Diamond Products and Predator. It's Team USA who won the leg, and they're going to break in rec number 1. Alternate breaks, race to 5. Overall score is 3-2 in favor of Russia. And it is Corey Deuel with plenty of left-hand spin on the cue ball, hitting the one full in the face and gets nice juice on the whitey. Well, guys, thanks for you who are already willing to donate something. Thanks for your support so far. Your support is just watching us, being with us, like visiting the ABN Billiards Facebook and web page and the YouTube channel also. Well, the first miss here comes from Oscar Dominguez, and he leaves the shot for the opponent. He overcuts it pretty severely. Same comes from Fedor Gorst. A couple of early mistakes from both teams. Well, it is either getting things level for Team USA or finishing the day leading 2 wrecks for Team Russia. So in any way, this match is particularly important. Another open shot for Team Russia. Corey managed to make contact with the one, but didn't succeed in hiding the cue ball. Well, a pretty long distance shot for Fedor. Well, actually, myself, I am curious why the Dutch coach didn't choose Corey Deuel over anybody else. But you see, he had to make the choice. And this is his choice, so he is the one who is responsible for it. So just let's give the guys some credit and hope for the best for them. I think this year the expectations for the US fans must be pretty high. I mean, they have a team and they have a coach.
Well, it is new. The coach is new. The team is built of players that have been in the Mosconi Cup before, they didn't necessarily play in the same in the same set or roster as now, but they're all experienced players, and it's very interesting to see the dynamic. I'm just stepping, back and looking at that whole experience of young players playing experienced players, and just the amount of information I'm getting, the reaction of the players, how they handle themselves. This experience for both teams is something that you cannot teach. You have to go through it. You have to win or lose and play the hardest.
Well, there have been some questions in our live chat about the ranking. Well, guys, since this year, I think the official WPA ruling is one ball goes back to the spot. So good old times.
Uh-huh.
And from the next year coming, the Euro Tour is going to be played like this. The 9-ball rack is going to be placed with a yellow ball on the spot instead of the 9-ball. So in last couple of years it was different. The Euro Tour invented this way of racking, I think. 9-ball on the spot looked like the whole world was after them with this one. And now, well, Maxim Dudanets produced a very nice attempt of gaining position on the 4 with a very smooth and good draw shot, but still didn't come up perfect there. A little discussion between the brothers. Extension called? Yeah. Yes, the idea behind that was very good, and yeah, the execution was perfect, almost close to perfect. On top, yes, yes. So just you sometimes make me puzzled when you try to try to browse through the very bottom.
What happens sometimes somebody would make a comment about the game that happened before, and it confuses me. I'll get used to it by the end of this match.
Like they say, old dog is hard to learn new tricks, right?
Yes.
So I think this is the thing.
The expression is it's hard to teach the old dog new tricks.
Yeah, so the Facebook and you are just a good example, yeah.
I would prefer to be lower on the board and play the cue ball the other way, not to have to run into the 9. He's probably going to draw it into the rail and back.
Yes, there is an opportunity to avoid kissing the 9. That's very well calculated touch on the 9 right there.
They really practice a lot, young guys.
Well,
Very, very nice support of the families that support their billiard career, hoping that they will grow into.
Well, I think that these are not only families supporting them, but also some people in the billiard industry. Like, I think I've heard you provided some kind of support for Maxim Dudanets, right? Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Um, there are several tournaments in a year that I bring him back to United States, and I try to help him to participate in some of the big tournaments.
So, is it fair to call you some kind of a backer for Max?
Little like backer or sponsor,
Yeah.
and but the result is almost the same. Um, he is coming to New York and playing in all of the tournaments that I mentioned earlier, Brooklyn, then Virginia, then Virginia Straight Pool, and then Chesapeake, Virginia, U.S. Open. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this equipment. I maxed my levels, but
Oh, Alex, would you excuse me, but last time you switched your mic off, you didn't turn it on. So could you please?
oh my God.
Yes.
You see,
we are sorry, guys. I didn't. I
I-
didn't spot
we
this.
we're working with totally new equipment. We cannot actually hear ourselves in the headphones. We can only hear ourselves in the
True.
ambience of the room. So, and I have a
could you
PC.
please repeat your response to my question, yeah, about you
Oh.
supporting Maxim when he is visiting the States?
Yeah, Max is one of the guys that I support and to bring them to the big tournaments like U.S. Open, Derby City, sometimes um, Turning Stone. Um, and this year he's coming and is going to participate in at least three tournaments, and depending on his schedule on the Euro Tour, maybe there is another tournament in play. But at least three he is already committed to, and I find that if people have the uh, the means, they have to support pool players. Um, find yourself a nice, disciplined young man that wants to succeed in pool, and try to help them uh, the best you can.
Yeah, that's nice. Meanwhile, nothing found gravity on Federer Gorst break.
But at the same time, they don't have a big starting shot. Again, I wanted to thank all of the fans that joined us in this broadcast. Um,
Yes, thank you for the nice words.
Nice words,
For
and
your
thank you
support.
for the feedback. We are trying to get used to this whole new environment, and we're, we're not trying to create any excuses, but it's just work in progress for everybody. It's a technical world, and we're all learning something. In the meantime, Oscar Dominguez
Oh, he
played the
produces one of the most marvelous safeties of the evening.
kick safety, but I think there is a shot.
You
It's
mean
a
the
very
the
different.
cut?
There's a cut from the short side of one ball, um, or even a bank shot.
Yes, Federer goes to the cut and makes it, but my
But he's
oh
safe
my.
again.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you see, if he hit it any stronger, he might have not made it. And if he hit it the way he hit it and made it,
Well,
there's a chance of losing the
anyway,
cue
yes.
ball.
Anyway, you see, the cue ball was all the way drifting away from the two.
In the meantime, Maxim made a nice kick shot. You see,
So would you bank it here? I think the 8 ball just makes a little bit
no,
easier.
there's a very good opportunity for the safety shot. He could play it two ways because you can do it in 9 ball. He's gonna cut it. Yeah, he's gonna play it two ways, but he's not coming to a good position. Now he's gonna bank the 3 ball long way and save the cue ball behind the 9. The question is, yeah, you see, he didn't leave him an opening to this side of the.
Well, the overall score is 3-2 in favor of Russia because we had one match played yesterday.
That was a very nice two-rail kick. He didn't leave him an easy shot, but he made him a bankable shot, and Corey can cut the paint of the ball if he wants to. He decided to play safety because the position play from the 3 to the 4 was almost impossible, and Corey's been around and he knows that.
A little bend shot.
A little harder.
And he's going to leave.
I usually hit this shot a little harder, so the 3 ball goes not 2 rails, but goes 3 or 4 rails and winds up on the other side on the long rail.
Yes, actually, on such safeties, the idea is to try to keep the object ball on the other rail.
Well, the angles don't always allow you to do that, and therefore, if you stop the cue ball, ensure that the other ball cannot be seen, period.
So now the safety battle is pretty over. Now it's time to run the balls.
I believe the score is right on the screen. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah, the score is right. It's 2-1. But Oscar and Corey have open opportunity to even up the score in this match.
Nice setup shot for Quarry here.
All right, it's an even match. It's 2 ducks or 2-2.
I think I've seen JP Parmentier joining the chat. Yes, well, JP is the very best photographer. They're shooting some cool pictures, awesome pictures actually. So we would like to thank him once again for coming to Moscow to shoot some pictures. I think, guys, you could have seen them at the Kremlin Cup Facebook page. Once again, JP was invited by Vladimir Nikolaev to do this work.
Yeah.
So, and I think everybody was amazed with the quality of his pictures. One more time.
Yeah, and he actually knows how to take very, very good moments in the pool room. He he catches the players in their like most
Yes, and
interesting.
well, you know, pool and billiards is not the most fascinating like sport to picture,
Yeah.
because the players are almost always
Stationary.
taking one in the same position, like in their stance. And when you see the less experienced photographers' pictures, you see just they look all the same.
Yeah.
And JP Parmentier, he manages to catch the character and find some deeper things there.
Very, very good point. Okay. Well, I think he's gonna go for the shot. It's not an easy. No, no, it's from this position. He goes for the shot. The only question is holding the cue ball for position on the 3.
Yeah, absolutely, the shot is there.
He's playing inside English, and
I think he made the task much harder using English.
yeah, I think he overthought his shot,
And undercut the two.
undercut the 2. Because remember, he's shooting long distance with inside English anytime and a new cloth.
Maxim Dudanets overcuts the blue 2 and doesn't leave anything apart from a pretty nice dead combo shot for
It's
Corridio.
almost dead. It's like if he misses this shot, I would be extremely surprised. This is a routine combo for Corey.
Well, still he's got to control the 2.
Yeah, it's gonna be like this. You
Precise.
see, he hit it full face and held the cue ball near the 2 ball with a little bit of left English.
I think the Filipino players are the best in doing so, like controlling both the cue ball and the object ball when playing the combos.
And straight pull players. Straight pull
As
players
far as I
playing
know,
combos and keeping the cue ball in play for the next ball, as well as one pocket players.
as far as I know, straight pull players
Don't like to
one,
hit combos.
Yes, one of the rule of thumbs actually is if the combo is not dead straight, it's not a combo.
Yeah. Except when these guys are playing. Like Corey is a fantastic straight pull player.
Well, I remember when Evgeny Staliv managed to produce a wonderful run of 226 or
Against Mike
was it
Davis.
227. He
226,
played
yeah.
a crazy 3 or maybe even 4 ball combo.
Yes, yes. I spoke to some all-time straight pull players, and they said they've never seen anybody play straight pull like this. Period. So he kind of made the history right there.
Well,
Nice
a
top
miss
shot.
by Maxim Dudanets brings Team USA in the lead.
Very exciting, very exciting.
Well, head coach for this event for Team Russia is trying to cheer up the audience and his guys. of course, hoping to stay in the lead, while Dennis Hedge has got some problems with his sponsorship logos. Or just the US guys having some fun.
We need to say hello to our friend from Molinari Industries, Eric Kwon.
I've bought a glove personally from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was using the post service, of course, but I had to communicate with him just for him to deal
Yep.
some
He-
minor issue.
He is based in New York City, and he actually is a fantastic Karum billiards player, and
Three
we're
cushion,
good
yeah.
friends.
9 ball down.
Further use the opportunity to sink the 9 ball out of the of the 2 ball. Well, should we consider this a lucky shot that they got the opportunity, or this is just a 9 ball? In any case, I think this is very exciting that both teams are playing better now, and they're trying to. This is now a question of who is gonna have a stronger will and pull off the 2 games for the win. If USA wins these 2 games, then the score will be 3-3 overall. If Russia gets to win, very good break.
Well, once again, probably we are not going to see the full rack here because the 9 ball is located right in front of the corner pocket.
Is there a combo situation of 5-9, right?
That's a 7, I suppose.
Uh,
Yes, this is a 7, and so
I
the
guess-
two, the
oh.
2-9 combo is there.
It was 5 from the other angle. You're right, it's a 7. Oh, but there's a 2.
Yes, there's a 2, and so the
There you
9 ball
go.
is pocketed.
Very good.
Another quick rack for USA.
USA's on the hill. We've seen a lot of probably five combinations today on the 9 ball, or 6 combinations
Well,
over the course of this whole day.
Well, if my memory serves me right, I think it was 5 at most.
5, yeah.
No more, probably 4.
Well, I'm learning the colors of the different number balls now on this screen.
Well, talking about Oscar on the team, well, Johan Rausing, he had to pick 4 players from top 10 finishers in the rankings. So I think Oscar is on place number 7. So he was not a wild card pick, but he was picked. He was picked by the coach, by the non-playing captain, I would say, for Team USA. And even then, Johan had an option to pick one of the guys which are not top 10, and he actually did not go this way. He didn't use this option because I guess that all 5 members are top 10 in US Mosconi Cup rankings. Makes contact on the 1, no fall, but an open shot. And another combo, 2 to 7.
Let's see where he leaves the cue ball.
Just a nice stop shot will do, I suppose. Nice control of the two ball. Well, the hardest part of this rack is probably playing the 4, right beside the side pocket.
If he gets almost straight on the 3 ball and plays it towards, just plays it from where the 3 ball is and stops it and plays 4 ball and rolls up on the 5, then he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, he just needs to bring the cue ball closer to the 3 to keep the nice angle. Well, probably overruns it a little and
Yeah, but
maybe...
it's still very manageable.
Yes, it's up to Max now. Either slow roll the cue ball or just play the 2 rails back and forth.
Very good. He left him a little angle to go forward.
Or just try to bump the rail
Bring
a
it to the
little
middle
bit.
of the table.
Yeah, just play the 5 to the corner.
Yes.
A little stun shot. Wow, Federer hit that stun with authority.
Yeah. Don't forget something. He's only 16 years old. Can you imagine to have skills of this caliber? Nice. 1 rail position. I would go 2.
Well, actually turned 17 in May.
Oh, he
but
did.
Still pretty young. This is the reason
So-
he had to...
So how do you like this?
Yes, he'll actually...
Again, another hill game, a very exciting game. And who is breaking this time?
Well, Team USA won the leg.
So
I
they're
guess
breaking
yes,
again.
They're breaking again. And,
Okay.
Well,
The break will make a big difference.
yeah, sure. Well, since Federer turned 17 this year, he had to play the elder group at the European Youth Championships. They have 2 groups, several categories, under 17 and under 19.
That's right.
Yeah, so Federer had to leave the youngsters, where he played pretty good recently, and actually he won some medals under 19 category.
He recently won a
Pinneberg
professional.
Pinneberg Open, yeah, the Mosconi Cup
Fantastic.
qualifying event, yeah.
Yeah.
He played rock solid there.
He went undefeated, correct? In the whole tournament. Nobody beat him.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Well, actually, he lost a couple of matches in the group stage.
In a group, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about in the elimination.
Knockout, yeah. He
No.
just cruised through. Ralph Souquet was playing there, Ruslan Chinakov, Albino, Shannon, and the other top European guns. And all they
It's
failed,
a
failed to,
quite famous German
failed to
tournament,
Federer,
right?
yes. It is one of the biggest. Could you imagine they have the field of 256 completely booked.
Wow.
They
Two-
opened the online registration and it was full like maybe in an hour or a couple of hours.
It's amazing,
Yeah.
truly.
Absolutely.
Oh, jeez.
the ball passes to the side.
Yeah.
Maybe even we will have to touch the 8 a little bit. Of course,
No.
you would like to reposition
He
it
will
right
go.
now.
He will go clean. Is he going to draw off that ball or? Yeah, a little bit. He punched it.
Yeah, because he had to drift the cue ball over to the 6, and he's got too shallow angle, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. He will have to make some choices. I think he can draw into that shot a little bit and bring the cue ball. Or you think he's gonna go forward?
Yeah, he could.
Forward is a risky shot, kind of.
Well, it depends on the player, actually. I think.
Oh, Corey is asking him to leave the cue ball in that part of the table to play. I mean, Oscar.
Plenty of right hand spin here, and he manages to overrun it.
Yeah.
I don't think they have an extension because Oscar like almost runs for his jump cue.
Exactly.
That was a very nice attempt by Corey Deuel, and he's unlucky to finish like this. Signs of emotions from Oscar. What an outcome in this hill rack.
Totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. The table was more or less wide open. So you saw it. You saw it with your own eyes. The Russian team managed to win this game, and now the overall score is 4-2 Russia. Very exciting several matches, very exciting matchups.